Most people familiar with Word know that if you have a misspelled word, it has a red squiggly underneath it. And to correct that, you simply right-click on that, and you'll see a list of suggested corrections. You can correct it and go on about your work. It's quick and it's easy. You can also check different uses of words. Maybe I want to look up another word for proposition. I can click in proposition with a right-click, come down to synonyms, and there's a list of synonyms right there. Maybe I'd like to be dedicated to the scheme that all are created equal. Well, if you don't like the substitution, just hit the undo key up here in the upper left, and you can go back to what you had before. I know a lot of people have used synonyms in Word to increase their word power. You can also do your spell checking by going into the Review tab or by pushing F7 on your keyboard. If I pull up the spelling and grammar right here, in the past it used to pull up a dialog box that blocked my work, which was rather annoying. Now it opens up a nice task pane over here on the right. So I can see the suggestion and I can see a definition of that. I could even click on the little speaker there and hear a pronunciation of conceived. We'll go ahead and change that one. It jumps to the next one, dedicated, and we'll go ahead and change that one. So I like that task pane over there. It makes good use of these wide screens that we have. Now here I have a word that is misspelled, and a lot of times it will catch proper names as misspellings, and you can click on the Add button and add those to the dictionary. If you add a misspelled word to the dictionary, then you are in a position of not being able to catch that word if you misspell it again. So what happens if you add Lincoln as a misspelled word to the dictionary? Well, you can correct that by going into File, Options, and choosing Proofing over here on the left. And right here in the middle, there are custom dictionaries where it saves all those words that you've added. I'm going to go into a file called Roaming Custom Dictionary, which is a list of words that roams with me. Anywhere I go to Office and log in with my user account, I then have that list of words. We can edit those right here. You can see it. You can scroll around in it. You can delete the words that are misspelled. You might actually have to look some words up in a dictionary on the shelf, but we'll try and avoid that if we can possibly do that. So that's how you would correct a misspelled word that you add to the dictionary. The proofing tools in Word will also catch words that are grammatically incorrect or words that are frequently confused with other words. These are homonyms right here up at the top. Sign is spelled correctly, but that's not the right usage. If you right-click, you could use the correct spelling of sign right there and the correct spelling of there. I seen is a grammar error, and that's also got a blue underline, so we can correct that. It catches things that I oftentimes miss, like principal, P-A-L, as your pal, and complement is spelled like this, and capital is spelled O-L, and so we've corrected that. Now it pops up again as improper usage, and if we right-click there, you can see it's because it needs to be capitalized. So now we've capitalized capital, and we've spelled it correctly. If you don't like these blue squigglies, you can turn those off as well by going into File, Options, and we choose Proofing over here on the left, and down here at the bottom you would uncheck Frequently Confused Words. There are several other options in there for using the proofing tools. I love the proofing tools built into Word. It makes it look like I know how to spell, and I have a great command of the language. So it's one of my favorite features there in Word 2013.